Hi there, adventurers. My name's Nick Douglas for Adventures of a Sailor Girl. Tonight, I am so excited to have with us not only one of the first females to race on an F50 this weekend as part of the SailGP, she won the US Waszp Nationals outright just a week ago. She will also be the youngest sailor, not female, not male, youngest sailor to compete as part of the SailGP this weekend, but she'll tell us all about that. On the line, we have direct from Spain, CJ Perez. So nice to have you with us tonight.
Hi, I'm so good. Thank you so much for having me. I'm really happy to be here.
Now, I think it's time that we told everybody just how old you are, CJ.
I'm 18. I just turned 18 about a week ago. And initially, I got the call from Jimmy saying I was selected to join the US LGP team like about 6 months ago, but I wasn't old enough yet. So I've been waiting, watching all the regattas, just neat. Like, I was so excited to be here. Now it's actually happening, and it's just so exciting.
So, really, what you're saying is that you turned 18 just in time for this weekend to be there and be one of the first females in the world to race on an F50.
So exciting. I think incorporating females into this league just initially is such a huge step, and I think it's a much needed one. So I think it's really inspiring that SailGP is doing this, and I'm really excited to be at the forefront of all of this.
An incredible experience and opportunity, not that it's not deserved. And we'll hear a bit more about your career in a minute, no doubt. But this shot, I just love.
Yeah.
So much power. And there are so many women so excited to see this image and to know that women will be racing this weekend as part of the SailGP. But for you, you're also the youngest sailor. You have Latino heritage. You must be incredibly proud.
Oh yeah, totally. I'm so happy to be able to represent my small island of Hawaii and all of the cultures that I was able to grow up with. I am Latina, so I'm super happy to be representing that community and hopefully inspiring other Latina sailors to come into sailing and be that representation for them, show them that they can do this, Don't let anything stop them.
And here we
Oh,
have
yeah.
all the women. I will explain each and every one of their names in the caption so that you can see that. But today we're focusing on you, CJ. You're one of them.
I know the women of SailGP, it's all of those women are so amazing. They're very down to earth people, and I was really grateful to meet all of them. They're all incredible sailors, and I'm sure we'll all do great this weekend.
I can't tell you how many people are watching this show right now are incredibly jealous of what you get to do. So can you just tell us, what does it feel like to get on board this weapon?
Like, seriously, it's like as the boat gets faster and faster, you hear the buzz of the foils get louder and louder, and it seriously feels like you're launching a rocket ship on water. Being on the F50 was really one of the coolest things I've ever done, and I think that is what sailing is all about, because seriously, it was such an amazing experience, and I can't wait to keep going at it, keep improving, and hopefully be in the races more and win.
And speaking of winning, that's a great little segue there. Thank you for that one, CJ. The Waszp Nationals. Tell me about this. Now, outright, incredible achievement. Have you won before? Can you tell us a little bit about your history, what you have done so far to get to this point?
Yeah, so I actually started sailing in the open bit class, and I won the national championships, the North Americans, and the world championships. And then I went on to 29ers, and then now onto the Wasp. I went into Chicago about 2 weeks ago for the foiling first camp with SailGP, and then straight after went to sea at Tom's River Yacht Club for the US Waszp Nationals, and I'm so excited about it. The wind was super shifty. I mean, some of the most shifty winds I've ever been in. It was very up and down. I mean, you really just had to stay in the puff. Whoever could stay foiling the longest would basically beat everybody. So it was all about finding the win pressure, which is something that I think I'm pretty good at, and I excelled in that aspect. And yeah, it was a great regatta, really competitive sailors, and I'm happy to take home the win and represent all females out there.
Wait a minute. So you're saying that you were 17 when you won the Wasp Nationals?
I was 17.
Wow.
Yeah.
Just wow. What a birthday present.
Right? Yes. And it was an amazing launch into going straight to SailGP. I was so happy.
You're unbelievable. And so you should have been very happy with yourself. But just before the US Waszp Nationals, you mentioned the foiling first camp, and this sounds incredible. Tell me a little bit about what was involved with this in Chicago just a few weeks ago.
Yeah, so our team headed out to Chicago Yacht Club for our foiling first camp, which basically we want to create a foiling pathway in American sailing, and also at the same time cast a wider net for the amount of sailors, the types of sailors that we get in sailing. So as a Latina, I don't notice a lot of people like me coming into sailing. And so at Chicago for foiling first, I was able to meet a ton of people like myself. We really bonded, and it was an amazing experience to teach them how to foil for the first time, see them get up and see the smiles on their faces. I mean, a few of the girls said to me, "Oh, I wish I could do this every day. Like, I want to buy one now." And it's a very rewarding experience for me and all of the other coaches. I mean, it's why we want to continue coming back to coach, because we know how to foil already, but it kind of gives us that spark again of foiling for the first time, right?
I couldn't agree with you more. For me, sailing is all about seeing more people on the water more often, just enjoying themselves and loving it. We're going to meet one day,
Yes.
you and I. I think we would get on incredibly well.
I hope so. I know, I'm so grateful for this opportunity. With foiling first, I think I'm sorry, someone just made coffee. It's like right next to me.
Oh, don't worry about that. Where are you? In the team container?
Yes, I am. I'm in the area where we kind of have all our debriefs and obviously make coffee, where everyone gets our energy. Very long days here. I know. I started drinking coffee when I joined because the days are just so long. But yeah, so going back to foiling first, I just think it's so inspiring that SailGP USA we're able to use the platform that we have and our voices to kind of make meaningful change within the sailing community, because there's so many gaps in regards to the diversity and inclusion aspect. And so I think it's just so amazing that as a team, we're able to come together, work with communities around America to try and bridge those gaps and sailing a more inclusive and better sport in general. So I'm really happy to be part of that program.
Yay! You are so inspiring, and I cannot wait to see how your career progresses. But you are so right. From age to gender to ethnicity, we just want to see more people go sailing.
Exactly. And it's so important that, yeah, like there's representation across the entire board, because it's inspiring the next generation so that more people of different backgrounds, colors, races, genders can all be in the professional league sailing together.
What's most inspiring? I mean, it's an incredible opportunity.
The biggest inspiration is probably just this Women's Pathway program, which I think it's such a cool thing that's happening, and it's really pushing me to. I want to do this role justice. I want it's for my whole country and all the females here and in the world. I want to inspire. So I'm really trying to do my best to do all the roles I'm given justice and really push forward with this team to represent and inspire everybody else.
So what is it that you're most afraid of? You sell wasps, you're no stranger to competition. I mean, what are you afraid of in the SailGP?
I'm not so afraid. I think I'm just excited. I think there's a lot of things that could happen. I mean, the starts I'm super excited for because I think it's just going to be so intense, dramatic. Everyone's going to be charging at each other, going for it. And that could be scary, but I think I'm mainly excited to just be there.
Now I've heard, and correct me if I'm wrong, and I want an example. Apparently, you are allowed to sit next to Jimmy Spithill because you do a mean Australian accent. Can we hear it?
Sure. All right, so today we're going to go sailing and it's super exciting. I think foiling on the F50s is some of the coolest sailing that I've ever done. And my whole team is super welcoming and it's full of super intelligent sailors who I'm going to learn so much from. And I'm very excited to be here.
Well, I'm definitely a fan. Keep an eye on this one, adventurers. This weekend, not only one of the first females to race as part of the SailGP, she'll be the youngest sailor to have ever raced as part of the SailGP. Thank you so much, CJ. Looking forward to catching up with you again soon, hopefully in person.